Yeah, people, I think he's back, people. Oh, god damn it. It's just Rusev. I thought it was Primo. But I feel like WWE just planted the seeds for Primo's return.
Brock, who do you think is worthy?
Worthy? Obviously Primo. I think Vince McMahon is teasing us.
It's Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It's Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
Or Brock Lesnar versus Primo. We're being so worked right now. And of course, people, welcome back to another episode of Greatness. Oh, but before that,
I want to take this time to thank my son, Dominic.
okay, WWE creative monkeys, who's watching my channel? Because this is getting a little bit suspicious.
Actually, we are watching Greatness of Raw for that Dominic puppy time. Booyaka.
Happy New Year to you too, bitch.
Dominic.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of Raw. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. So after AJ Styles' match, we were supposed to get this Lana and Bobby Lashley segment. So basically the wedding officiant rushes into the ring, but security thought that it was a fan, so they basically ambushed the guy. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. And the guy was probably, Stop! I'm here for the Lana and Bob Lashley stuff. It looks like they are about to break the guy. And of course the cameraman was like, nothing happened right here, nothing at all. And I understand this kind of stuff happens, but I kinda feel sorry for the guy. I'm not trying to act cool, you know, even if I try, I will not be as cool as this couple right here. Ooh boy. But it was just funny. So anyway, I thought it was a pretty decent episode of Monday Night Raw, nothing really special, but watchable. You know, I don't really have high expectations for Raw, but I feel like it was a pretty okay show, even though I was kinda disappointed with the Big Show, even though I'm a big fan. I expected John Morrison for some reason, I don't know why. But let's start from the beginning of the show, people, because we got Brock Lesnar opening Monday Night Raw. You know, it's winter, not a lot of stuff to do in the farm, so Brock Lesnar decided to show up. I mean, come on, Brock, take it easy. Take it easy. You don't need to bust your ass for us. Anyway, so this was actually a pretty good promo by Paul Heyman, maybe because I missed the guy. You know, most of the time we hear the same crap over and over again. Mike Lyon, Brock Lesnar, spoiler, prediction, whatever. We get it. It was similar, but you know, it actually meant something because Brock Lesnar announced that he is going to be in the Royal Rumble and he will be in the #1 spot. So I can already see Royal Rumble being basically like this. Brock Lesnar comes out at #1, someone like Shorty G at #2, he eliminates Shorty G, and we are waiting for the next one. So it sounds pretty predictable, but let's just wait and see. He's the WWE champion, people. It doesn't make a lot of sense. So if he wins the Royal Rumble, it's either going to be, you know, Brock Lesnar choosing his WrestleMania opponent, or we are going to have a #1 contenders match, or he is going to face for the Universal Championship, which I don't like, but maybe it's not going to be Brock Lesnar. By the way, they said that it's the first time ever. Well, Roman Reigns actually entered Royal Rumble at #1 and he defended the championship. So I don't think it's anything that special. I wish they kept it as a secret because, you know, Brock Lesnar coming out at #1 would have been a shocker, let's be honest. So that kinda sucks, but anyway, you get the point. He drops the mic and they exit the ring. Rey Mysterio is speaking in Spanish like any of us understand. Like, what's the point? I really don't get it. You know that no one understands you, right? And of course, people, he thanks his son, Dominic.
Dominic, I'll always be your puppy.
And I don't get it, like, seriously? It has to be a joke. I've made fun of that for like the last couple of months and they are still doing it. I don't understand it. And of course we got the WWE United States title match, Rey Mysterio versus Andrade, which was absolutely amazing. Not as good as the SmackDown matches they had back in 2018. These were just absolutely amazing. I remember how much me and my girlfriend at the time, now she's my wife, enjoyed these matches because these matches actually got her into wrestling. That's how special these matches actually were. But this was absolutely amazing as well. Really liked it. except for the endings. But first, let's talk about what happened in the middle of the match. So basically, Rey Mysterio was about to win the match, but Zelina Vega got Andrade's leg on the rope. The referee didn't saw it, and then he was like, okay, let's continue the match. And then we got the match. It was still very good, even better than the first half probably, but the ending made no sense whatsoever. So Rey Mysterio accidentally hit Zelina Vega because of Andrade. The story was that Andrade was supposed to not care about Zelina Vega as much as Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio forgot to pretend that he cares about Zelina, so they got back into the ring, and referee was acting weird. He was like, I didn't get what happened right here. He separated them and didn't allow Andrade to finish the match because they forgot to tell the story. And I was like, really? Just let them end the match. You're going to do it next week in a similar way. It's not that big of a deal. And now they ruined a perfectly fine match. And it was like, okay, Rey Mysterio got back, and then he checked on Zelina, all of a sudden he cares. And we got the exact same ending that we were supposed to get. Rey Mysterio being distracted. It was so bad. It was seriously so bad, so embarrassing, because I feel like the referee should have just ignored it and went with it. It was embarrassing. Wow, seriously. But anyway, still a pretty cool match, but it was completely ruined by, I feel like, the referee at this point, you know, because you shouldn't really care about something as small as this. But yeah, Andrade retains the championship, which is a good thing. We got Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe interview, and basically it was all about, you know, an enemy of my enemy is my friend, which is Samoa Joe to Kevin Owens and the other way around. And Kevin Owens said, I cannot wait to face them in a 6-man tag team match or something along those lines. Kevin Owens was, you know, pretty confused because there's only 2 of us. And Samoa Joe basically said that I found our partner, just trust me, or something like that. I thought it's Randy Orton for some reason, but it was not. Spoiler alert, it was not. It was the Big Show, actually, yeah. We got a triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team titles, the Street Profits versus the OC versus the Viking Raiders. I just don't like Raw's Tag Team division, man. I really don't like it. It's like, yes, I like the Street Profits as a tag team in the ring only. I like the OC kinda, even though they've been ruined so much to the point that I just don't care. The Viking Raiders are good, but all of these tag teams are booked to the point that you just hate them in a way. Like, it's such a bathroom break, even though I know it's going to be a pretty cool match, lots of action, I just simply cannot make myself care. And that's the problem. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys feel the same way. The Street Profits, the Viking Raiders, and the OC, I do not want to see these tag teams in the same ring for the next, like, 5 weeks at least. Anyway, it wasn't a bad match, of course, but the Viking Raiders end up retaining the titles just like it should be. But honestly, I'm pretty sure none of you cared. Samoa Joe basically shows the partner to Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens was like, okay, the AOP and Seth Rollins have a problem, so, you know, they kinda overhyped it because, man, I love the Big Show, but, you know, it's not that special in 2020. Anyway, so then we got Becky Lynch. None of it makes any sense to me. You lost a match against Asuka, it's not that big of a deal. Becky gets interrupted by Asuka, she's talking in Japanese, so none of us can understand that. It's weird. I don't get this character, whatever. Lynch basically hits her in the mouth, and that's basically it. So it's going to be a good match. The storyline is so bad though. I cannot stand it, honestly. It's not even about the championship. Mojo Rawley wanted to peek at Eric Rowan's whatever it was, cage, mystery pet cage. He sees what's inside and he's horrified. He says, you're sick. What the hell is wrong with you? And I'm like, what could he possibly see in that cage to give that kind of reaction? It has to be a tarantula. By the way, people, Andrade actually removed Rey Mysterio's mask, so during a backstage interview, he attacked Andrade and got back his mask. Rey Mysterio was very mad. And I'm not even sure if it was even about the match or the story. I just think that Andrade, behind the scenes when the cameras were not rolling, actually disrespected Dominic. You ain't disrespecting my son, Dominic! I'm the puppy! I'm the puppy! Of course, we got Eric Rowan versus another jobber, and they always want to look what's inside the cage. Anyway, he loses the match. He wanted to look what's inside. He got sprayed by something red, and I'm not quite sure what is this? What am I even watching? But I gotta admit, I'm interested. Now, all of a sudden, for the first time, I actually want to see what's inside the cage, and I know I'm going to be disappointed. What could possibly do that? What is it? I don't know, but that's interesting. Anyway, we got Akira Tozawa versus AJ Styles. Akira had so many good matches lately, and that was just a spit in the face. Honestly, I'm very disappointed in the WWE because AJ Styles hit his finisher during the first 30 seconds. He destroyed the guy, he played with him, he hit an RKO. He was basically mocking Randy Orton. He obviously won the match, and he still kept on mocking Randy Orton because next week we are getting AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I don't know, man. I'm disappointed, we have jobbers every week. Just use another jobber if that's what you want to do. I don't know. I was disappointed. Anyway, then we got the vetting because they didn't finish it last week. They finished it this time. Lana is not happy. They blame Rusev. Rusev appears on the big screen saying basically, I don't know, making fun of them, I guess. I don't even remember. All I know is that, did they really try to fool the people, the audience, that he was actually in the beach with a stock picture? A picture that was not moving at all. The water was not moving. Nothing was moving. The wind was not blowing. It was basically him standing in front of a green screen, and they didn't even manage to find a video to make it look a little bit more real. I hope that's not the point that they tried to make. I hope he was making a joke that he's in the beach. Man, I was shocked. I was honestly shocked by how stupid it was. Anyway, none of it matters, all of it sucked, and I'm not even gonna talk about it. Let's just move on. R-Truth had the most titles in WWE history or something along those lines. Liv Morgan appears, and she is going to be in Rusev's corner. Yeah, she's ruined. Anyway, let's move on. Sarah Logan versus Charlotte Flair before the match. Charlotte Flair was attacked. None of it matters. We got this embarrassing spot of Sarah Logan. I don't know what she did. What even was that? I'm going to break your robe by smashing it to the ground? I don't know. It's weird. Some things didn't make any sense tonight. Anyway, then we got Drew McIntyre versus No Way Jose, and I love new Drew McIntyre's character, people. I can't tell if he's a babyface or a heel. So he destroys a bunch of goons, he destroys No Way Jose, and then he was like, do you want more? People said yes, he did it again, and his new gimmick is basically 3-2-1 Claymore. I liked it. He cut a promo about how he never got the opportunity, to be the WWE World Champion, and he entered the Royal Rumble match. I like his new character. He's funny. I like it. He's also a savage. Then we got Shelton Benjamin versus Alistair Black. Who's gonna win? Alistair Black or Shelton Benjamin, one of the top guys of the Ruthless Aggression era, who's now all of a sudden, for some reason, a jobber. Yeah, that's sad. That's honestly sad, but of course he lost the match. Then he got attacked by Buddy Murphy, and Buddy Murphy basically said, I can beat you, so he's trying to prove to himself and Alistair Black that he can defeat him. We got a pretty cool chair spot, and yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the rivalry, but the matches are good, so I'm kinda into it. It needs to end, or at least happen. Buddy Murphy needs to win one match at least. It needs to happen. And of course, in the main event, we got Seth Rollins and AOP versus Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and The Big Show. We got a pretty cool pop. I don't know, man. I was happy to see the guy. I honestly missed him, but I did not really expect him. I knew that it's going to be either The Big Show or something similar, because obviously someone big is going to be there. I also thought about Randy Orton, but I was like, if someone is going to return, it should be John Morrison, but it wouldn't make any sense, because they hyped it up. So it had to be like Braun Strowman or The Big Show, but Strowman is on SmackDown. But you know, I don't know, man. Like, what's the bigger picture? What's gonna happen next with the Big Show? I don't think. Yeah, it's just that. It's the Big Show. It felt like a live event moment, to me at least. So we got the match, of course. It was decent. I'm just tired of the 6-man tag team matches. You can put The Rock, Stone... Okay, maybe I would be interested in The Rock. But you can put the top guys like John Cena, Randy Orton, all of these top guys, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. I'm still not gonna care, you know. But anyway, it wasn't bad. It's just that, you know, it was boring. We got a steel chair shot by Seth Rollins to the Big Show, so we got a disqualification. We got a brawl. And it ended with the Big Show, Samoa Joe, and Kevin Owens standing tall. So it wasn't a bad show. It's decent. Yeah, it's just bleh. I wonder how many views this video will get. You know, sometimes it tells me how much people actually cared about the show. But yeah, I would give it probably 6.8 out of 10. It was decent, above average. Thank you for watching the video, and as always, the great one, peace, love, and hugs.